The Gamification of Employment project is a project co-financed by the European Commission within the Erasmus Plus Pay Action 2 Cooperation for Innovation and Exchanges of Good Practices. The project, coordinated by ISPAM Castilla y León Foundation, Spain, involves 4 other European country partners: Posto Solidário Portugal, CEPES International Center for the Promotion of Education and Development, Italy, Gamma Institute, Romania, and Universidad Europea Miguel de Cervantes, Spain. The project aims to identify and improve the most significant transversal skills, such as social skills or key generic skills, with the aim of promoting the employability of young people through an innovative method, the use of board games as a facilitation and integration tool. The goal is to develop a new educational methodology to be used with young people in general, and in particular with young people with fewer opportunities or at risk of social exclusion, as young people with social disadvantages, migrants, people with physical disabilities, etc. In order to develop it, the partnership carries on game workshops with a specific number of participants. The workshops were organized to analyze the effectiveness of board games as a tool for developing and improving general skills in youth. The games proposed were chosen based on the development of particular characters. The results of the project are aimed at educators and youth workers who work in the field of education and social inclusion. That's why the project created the Handbook for Educators, Animators and Youth Consultants, an e-learning web platform. The manual describes the theories and methodology on the use of board games to improve generic skills that promote employability, contributing to the professionalization of educators, consultants, and young workers. The web platform is used for the development of professional educators, youth workers, and youth work consultants. Story cubes. The aim of this game is to have fun trying to build a short story or a fairy tale. The game is made up of 9 dice. On each face of each dice, there is a different symbol that must be used in our history. Each player rolls the dice and must invent a story that combines/uses all the elements that came out of the dice. The game was chosen by the project partnership for its key function of developing communication skills by simulating the imagination and creativity. It also allows to develop the attention and listening skills and to improve the ability to produce a series of possible alternative stories, which is the development of divergent thought and association of ideas. Pandemic. It is a cooperative board game with the aim of removing 4 potential lethal diseases of the world through collaboration. For the victory, the cooperative component prevails rather than the competitive aspect. Through the combined effort of the players, the goal is to discover all 4 cures to the respective diseases before the situation gets out of hand and the diseases spread out of control, thus losing the game. The victory of the groups involves the victory of the game. The game was chosen precisely for its collaborative component. It allows to develop the ability to work in a team and together, develop skills related to the decision-making process and the organization and planning. The game, however, also stimulates interpersonal skills, including leadership. Bonanza. The objective of the game is to plant enough beans of a certain type in your fields to make profit. In Bonanza, you improvise seed growers and traders trying to earn as many coins as possible. The heart of the game, we can say, is negotiation. In fact, each participant has to choose, planting or not, the seeds through the negotiation with other players. The game modes allow the participants to develop their negotiation skills and also to improve their skills in decision-making process, having to develop their own strategic vision by carefully planning the moves so that they can make the most of their crops. Unlock. It's a board game that simulates the escape room. The aim of the game is to collect and analyze a series of clues hidden around the room, or in several rooms, trying to find a series of solutions that allow you to leave the room and be able to solve the puzzle of the game. The key function of the game is the possibility of being able to have a team-building experience by comparing it with other participants on the clues and possible solutions. The game allows you to consolidate trust and collaboration between members of the team. Furthermore, the game stimulates the participants to develop and improve their problem-solving skills and inference skills, logical reasoning, by which the knowledge process is exercised, consisting in producing a conclusion starting from a series of premises. To identify under what circumstances the ghost that haunts the villa died. During the game, the participants will have to play the role of a group of medium investigators who will be able to recreate the murder scene step by step. The ghost will be able to communicate with the mediums only through some visions, which will bring players even closer to solving the puzzle. The mediums will have to collaborate with each other by sharing their suspicions to try to deduce the circumstances of the ghost's death. The key function of the game is to make players improve their skills in decision-making process. Other key skills to be developed thanks to the game are inferential thinking and the creativity. In addition, the player is never alone, but supported by others to play in, and this develops his teamwork ability.